Nerf thrifting has become a predominant way to acquire blasters in the last decade at least, for many reasons. Not only can you find blasters cheap, but it's currently one of the few and absolute best ways to acquire rare blasters that you otherwise wouldn't be able to acquire by just going to the store and buying it. The process is very simple. You reach into your pocket, you pull out a couple dollars, you end up with a lot of awesome blasters. However, thrifting is not always fairies and pixie dust. Every once in a while, you'll find a blaster that you say to yourself, this is a great blaster, but it's missing too many pieces or it's broken. Most often than not, you'll leave these blasters on the shelf unless you can use the internals for some kind of upgrade to another blaster. However, every once in a while, you'll come across a blaster still worth picking up broken. This past thrifting episode, pretty good video, I recommend you watch it. Blaster Bargains 14. I actually found a Nerf Rival Perses. This blaster is far from rare per se. However, its high demand causes it to be one of the most hard to find blasters in an affordable price range. Normally this blaster ranges between $80 to $100 at most big box stores. In fact, it's currently being sold. That's why I can't technically label it a rare blaster. Hear me out and I'll tell you why it's hard to find. People that own this blaster normally do not want to get rid of it. So it's a very difficult blaster to find thrifting. In fact, I always used to preach that you couldn't find a Perses thrifting. I had to swallow my words clearly because I actually found this very same Rival Perses for $3.99. However, it was one of those situations where the blaster wasn't working. In this video, we will cover situations like this, where you'll come across a blaster that is not working, but because of its high demand and high desirability, you still pick it up and you find a way to get it working. I have a similar video like this, which you guys loved. It's about the Hyper Mach 100. Great video, check it out when you can. But for now, this video documents what was wrong with this Rival Perses, what we did to fix it, and the outcome at the end. I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so I picked up this Perses for $3.99 thrifting. As you probably already saw, the flywheels work on rev trigger pull, but the conveyor agitator mechanism doesn't work on main trigger pull. So you clearly got flywheel movement, but then that conveyor belt's not moving. So we're gonna have to open this up and see what's going on. Let's get to it. All right guys, I figured out what was happening. So I'm not sure if this is a common problem with the Perses or not. So in a nutshell, solder bubble right here and this solder bubble right here, those are fresh solders that I just made because those 2 points are where this circuit board attaches to the feeder motor. They were loose, so you can move the circuit board independently even though it wouldn't come off completely because the original solder bubble was at the very tip of the contact. So this circuit board would dance around, not enough for it to completely come off, but it wasn't making any contact. So when you would depress the feeder trigger, it wouldn't go off. However, now that I've reflowed the solder on those two, you'll see that we've achieved full contact now. Time to put this Perses back together. Let's get it. Any electronic contact on a high performance blaster like this is probably eventually going to get loose at some point. You could overcome that by reinforcing / reflowing the solder joints like we did today on this. It's a lot of preventive measures you could take, but overall just having a good technical sense of common sense problems that can happen with the blaster would always help in maintaining it so it can last you for years to come. Let's put a couple rounds down range and see what she does, yeah?